The mob never sleeps. Now, what do comedian Dave Chappelle and Senator Kirsten Sinema have in common? Well, for starters, both have been hailed by the left as taboo-shattering, talented trailblazers. But that was before Chappelle and Sinema deviated from the party line. Now, the same left-wing forces that built them up are trying to tear them down. Now, let's start with Chappelle. In his new Netflix special called The Closer, he defends J.K. Rowling from the vicious lunatics on the left. Now, recall that a few years back, the Harry Potter author and self-made billionaire found herself in the woke mob's crosshairs for merely stating her beliefs that biological sex does, in fact, exist. But based on the left's reaction at the time, you would have thought that she was a war criminal. Few, if anyone, in the entertainment industry dared stick their necks out for the woman whose books made many of them very rich, at least please their kids who love them. But Dave Chappelle stuck his neck out.
Cancel J.K. Rowling, my God. Effectually, she said gender was a fact. And then the trans community got mad as they started calling her a TERF. I'm team TERF. I agree, man. Gender is a fact.
Then, in his trademark expletive-laden style, the comedian talked about the newly constructed sexual organs of biological men. Well, who would say that they're transgender? Well, typical Chappelle. That diatribe, plus his own defense of J.K. Rowling, sparked outrage among the denizens of the woke left. Trans activist Dana White not only slammed Chappelle, but also Netflix for showcasing him, saying nothing Dave Chappelle says changes the facts that trans women are women. He's wrong, and Netflix has empowered him to be wrong loudly. Of course, the activists at GLAAD, no surprise there, chimed in as well, claiming Chappelle's comedy was synonymous with ridiculing trans people and other marginalized communities. NPR's TV critic remarked, "It just sounds like Chappelle is using white privilege to excuse his own homophobia and transphobia." Wow. Well, Chappelle is using white privilege. Wait a second. Okay, I got it. What? Now, when Chappelle used the most profane language in a previous special to pillory yours truly and Candace Owens, did any of the usual girl power activists come to our defense? Did any major media outlets or celebrity women advocates condemn Chappelle as misogynistic or even say he was disappointing in his attacks? Well, you know the answer. Of course not. And not that we cared. We didn't think it. We don't want it. We don't need their protection. By the way, Chappelle knew what he was doing in attacking us. He thought that by attacking us, he was buying himself expiation for past comedic sins and maybe a free pass for future ones. Well, how did that work out for you, Dave? The fact is, there is no satisfying the insane left that today's Democrat Party spawned and projects. There's no point in anyone trying to placate them or even paying attention to them, because there will always come a day when you'll fall short of their constantly moving woke goalposts.